The Houston church shooter reportedly identified as transgender. It's February 12th, 2024, and these are your headlines. A day after the shooting at Houston's Lakewood Church, more information is coming to light about the perpetrator. On Sunday, Janess Moreno opened fire in the church, shooting a 5-year-old child and a 57-year-old man. 2 off-duty law enforcement officers, one with the Houston Police Department and another with the Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission, confronted Moreno, ultimately shooting and killing the shooter. Moreno's rifle had the phrase "Free Palestine" written on it. Now, new reports reveal Moreno identified as transgender, also using the name Jeffrey Escalante. And there was initial confusion amid mixed reports whether Moreno was biologically male or female. This afternoon, Houston police said she was a female who used a male alias. Sarah Gonzalez, the executive director of Defend Our Kids Texas, said the confusion was, quote, "a great reminder that the trans ideology is stupid and nonsensical," adding that transgender ideology kills. Libs of TikTok, a conservative watchdog account on X, referred to the event as, quote, "another act of trans terrorism," referencing last year's school shooting in Tennessee by another trans shooter. Moreno also had a number of previous arrests, including assault, forgery, marijuana possession, theft, and unlawful carrying of a weapon. Following the shooting, Governor Abbott called the shooting tragic and said that places of worship are sacred. He said he had been in contact with Mayor Whitmire and offered the full support and resources of the state of Texas, including DPS and Texas Rangers, to help this community and help bring swift justice to the criminal who committed this heinous act. The Texas Republican Party State Executive Committee approved in a historic 55-4 vote on Saturday a resolution censuring House Speaker Dade Phelan. The resolution concurs with most of Jasper County's own censure resolution, which they passed back in November. In December, the SREC considered the Jasper County concurrence before giving Phelan and the full body of members time to prepare for the vote that happened on Saturday, February 10th. Specifically, the resolution discourages Phelan from participating in this year's Republican Party primary. It strips GOP financial support from his campaign and potentially opens the door to the party campaigning against him. The 61 SREC members, composed of 1 man and 1 woman from each of the state's 31 senatorial districts, debated the general concurrence of the county censure before making the final vote. Opposing the resolution was Joe Poyman of Texas Alliance for Life. And according to donation records, Phelan has been a top donor to Poyman's Political Action Committee. The initial censures originated in the counties of Orange and Jasper, 2 of the 3 counties that make up Phelan's home district. The other one is Jefferson. Representative Tony Gonzalez of San Antonio was also censured last year by the Texas GOP for his votes restricting firearms and in support of same-sex marriage. Phelan is currently being challenged in the Republican Party primary by David Covey, who's endorsed by former President Donald Trump, and local businesswoman Alicia Davis. Early voting begins next Tuesday, February 20th. Election Day is March 5th.
Why get your news from people who don't share your values? Get news stories from Texas Scorecard. We provide real news for real Texans. Go to texasscorecard.com today.
Lastly, a new study out of the University of Houston found that nearly 8,000 more children were born in Texas in 2022 after a law that took effect that restricts abortion once a baby's heartbeat is detected. Published in January by the university's Institute for Research on Women, Gender, and Sexuality, the study looked at the impact of 1 year of the Texas Heartbeat Act, passed during the legislature's 87th session as Senate Bill 8. That law took effect back in September of 2021. Researchers found that nearly 1,000 more children were born every month in 2022 compared to the previous year, causing the Texas birth rate to jump by 2% by the year's end. That is the first time Texas has experienced a birth rate jump since 2014, 10 years ago. Kimberlyn Schwartz, the director of media and communication at Texas Right to Life, celebrated news of the study's results. In a statement to Texas Scorecard, her group had been central in pushing for the Heartbeat Act when it was in the Texas legislature. And the new study highlights the power of this movement. She said that there are 8,000 children alive today who otherwise could have been aborted. She went on to say the Texas Heartbeat Act has saved not only these lives, but the generations that will come after them. Beyond the Heartbeat Act, Texas passed another measure back in 2021 restricting abortions in anticipation of the U.S. Supreme Court sending regulation of abortion back to the states, which of course happened. That measure, House Bill 1280, amended the Texas Health and Safety Code to prohibit almost all new abortions and punish abortion providers who violate those restrictions. Performing an abortion is currently illegal in Texas except to save the life of or prevent substantial damage to the mother. There are also exceptions for ectopic pregnancies or if a mother's water breaks too early for the baby to survive. For more of today's stories, head to TexasScorecard.com.